Yeah, Alicia, well, pregnant women were not included in the clinical trials for both Pfizer or Moderna, both companies seeking emergency use authorization from the FDA. Now, as of this morning, it's still unclear when exactly Michiganders will have access to the vaccine, but it's expected that could be before the end of the month. So the big question, should pregnant women get the vaccine when it's available? That really depends, according to two local doctors, on that individual patient's risk factors.
The vaccine is so relatively new, we don't have a lot of science-based data on pregnant women who have taken, of course, this vaccine.
Dr. Betty Chu, the senior vice president of Henry Ford Health System, which participated in the Moderna trial, says that's because pregnant women weren't included in those studies.
It would be beneficial if we could include pregnant women, but in the effort to get a clinical trial through that phase 3 time frame, it's hard to recruit an adequate amount of pregnant women into a clinical trial. Currently, the CDC's interim plan for vaccine distribution does not explicitly include pregnant or breastfeeding women.
But that doesn't mean expecting or breastfeeding women can't or shouldn't get the vaccine either, she says, noting the CDC's Advisory Committee for Immunizations, which said in October pregnant women should be cautious but not excluded from getting the vaccine. What this means for now is that pregnant women should talk to their doctors about how high risk they are if they contract the virus. Do they have pre-existing conditions or are they immunocompromised? Vice Chair of Obstetrics at Beaumont Royal Oak, Dr. Kurt Wharton, references this CDC data from just last month on pregnant women who tested positive.
Women who are pregnant have a much higher risk of getting so sick they have to go to the intensive care unit, that they will require intubation and other therapies. And of course, there's a much higher risk that they might deliver prematurely.
The vaccine could arrive in Michigan by the end of the month. The first to get it will be healthcare workers and people who live in long-term care facilities.
I think the most important thing is to consider how high risk that pregnant person is in particular.
Dr. Wharton says when the CDC issues its final guidance on the COVID vaccine, which he expects could be as soon as this weekend, he anticipates that they will advise pregnant women do get the vaccine. Tomorrow, the FDA will convene a panel of experts to debate the data surrounding the Pfizer vaccine. They'll do the same thing later this month for their Moderna vaccine. We have much more information and the things you should be looking for on our website, WXYZ.com. We're live this morning in Detroit.